Welcome back to IGN's Opening Night Live after show, helping you get you primed for everything Gamescom has in store. Festivities have only just begun, and Opening Night Live already hit us with tons of new games and even a few surprises that totally caught us off guard in the best way possible. So let's talk about the biggest of them, starting with, maybe not quite the biggest, but pretty big. I'm very excited for Far Cry 6. We've seen quite a bit of it, and we just got another trailer. Are you guys just ready to play the game at this point? Because this game is supposed to be out in February.
Right, yeah, I'm ready for it. I mean, the fact that it's coming in October, I think they have a very unique opportunity here having Giancarlo Esposito as Castillo, the dictator, because even looking at that trailer that we saw, I think there's the possibility of a great story where Far Cry traditionally has been about getting in that sandbox and all the crazy weapons and everything, because obviously he's not a good person, but you can see he's trying to do good things being a bad person. So what's the conflict there? So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I do think that central story being so rooted around this villainous character is so important to have it be Giancarlo Esposito, because he's so incredibly talented. He really sells every single trailer he shows up in. And I think you're right. Like, you know, there is that overarching kind of Thanos level conflict of like for the greater good, you know, the great debate of is what you're doing for the grander good, you know, justifying the means essentially. But there's also that other microcosm of a conflict around him and his son. And I really like that father-son dynamic where it's kind of challenging. Like you can see that Giancarlo's character is trying to get his son to reckon with inevitably what's going to be potentially his future and taking up that dictator mantle, you know, like there's just so much responsibility there. So I'm curious to see how that might unfold. And I think like the characters, every trailer has really been focused on the characters. So I think that it could really make for an interesting story, as you say.
Absolutely. And then we get all the crazy weapons and everything too.
Yeah, that too. All the homebrew stuff.
And then they also said that this will be the biggest Far Cry world, so to speak. I think I'm saying that right, that they've had so far in the history of the series. So I'm looking to that, the exploration, discovery, just everything that you get in a Far Cry game.
Yeah. The previous worlds haven't exactly been small, so that's saying something.
Says quite a bit,
And in the story trailer that we got today, I think this is the first time I realized that what he's doing, Castillo's doing on this island, is growing like a cancer medicine, but using slave labor apparently to harvest that. So that's kind of an interesting premise, an interesting setup. But yeah, like Far Cry 6 had me at Far Cry 6 announced. Okay.